defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be Raider football. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Hand off to the back. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Herbie Joseph up for the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They give it to him again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. All down by Dorrance Armstrong.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Oklahoma has it. And the Chargers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen in a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going. Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
This is Henry on second. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Henry. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
It's a design boot. Headed out right. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Stroud from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds well into enemy territory. Looks like he's right around the 40-yard line.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something the teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, and maybe even that much more, these super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to SoFi. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third down, it's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On second down, here's Henry again. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Play made by Deron Payne. He gets a couple, and he'll bring up third down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Man in motion here. Stroud now on 3rd. He loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's on the move. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception is so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Penix. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action, here's Penix. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw, Stroud. He finds Tigakokwo for the grab. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Braylon Trice there to meet him.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now it's Stroud. That's caught for the first. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, LA! So Rob, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Now they send their back in motion right. Penix now on 1st down. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. He's got a gain of 6 there. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has it at the 11. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
at their own 49-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chargers take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Hauled in left side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Another run for Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you've got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Second and 6 coming up here. They'll run here from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to throw, Stroud. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Okay.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
On the quick, right? South. 19 seconds.
Blitz coming first round. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Penix. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was the head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. And you're going to be just fine.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Motioning Chase left. Penix on 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And this is down across the 30 before it stops. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Running once more with Henry. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game up. Raiders loading up the secondary on 3rd down. Count them, 6 DBs on the field. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
From the gun, Stroud. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up. Penix here from the gun. Completes this one to Chase. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, here's Penix. Brought in by Aiyuk. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. And again, it's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Penix working from the gun. And they pick him off again! And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Buying some time right. Looking the sideline, that's Odunze. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He throws a bullet to this. It connects on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference.
And they kick him off again. Cam Taylor-Britt kicks it off. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Raiders trying to do some window dressing. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Chargers are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
All right.
Here's a give up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.